this battery.
Where they cook?
Phone's off the dinner table, Stephen. No, look at this. Some madman actually decided to dump some cream egg goo inside of a larger hollowed out Easter egg to create some big giant cream egg looking thing. Look at this.
That's so stupid.
That's nice, Stephen. Now eat your bowl of gummy bears before they get cold. How many do you reckon it'd actually take? I don't know, maybe like 15? No way, I'd say it'd need like 5 max. 5? Have you never had a cream egg before? Just give it a Google. It says here on Reddit that someone's done it for like 30 cream eggs. Okay, now 30 is way too many. Well, it is Reddit we're talking here. They've been lazy. They've left the chocolate in. They've done it wrong. Reddit's just completely wrong. You can calculate it properly mathematically by working out the volume of the egg and the amount of space a single cream egg goo would take, and then dividing it by one another. According to sciencing.com, a volume of an egg is 2 divided by 3 times pi times the radius of the major times the radius of the minor. This also assumes that the egg is a similar shape as a hen's egg and not too small or round like a Ural owl's egg. Weirdly enough, the Cadbury's Creme egg Easter egg size and dimensions isn't online. I don't know why Cadbury's keeping it a secret, so I had to go and buy one and work it out myself. Originally I was just going to use some images and scale it down in Canva to try and work it out mathematically, but that started to introduce too many inaccuracies. Now we have half an egg. I'm going to be actually measuring the actual length of this so we can work out the volume. You're not still working on that Cadbury's Creme egg thing, are you? No, why would I trouble myself to try and prove someone wrong on the internet? So now we've got the width in centimeters of the longest dimension of the eggs, but that doesn't really give us much. We're going to plug it into our little Python formula over here to work out the cubic volume. Alright, so working that out, it's roughly 666.32 cubic centimeters. Doesn't really solve anything so far though. You do know you only need like half to shut it properly. Very true, Stephen. I need to go and fix it. Are you eating some of the chocolate? No, this is from my secret stash. Anyway, you need to work out the weight of the actual goo itself, but Cadbury's don't release this information, I think, so you're screwed. Oh, sick, I found it. What? I did find it on Wikipedia, you know, it's like the 6th line down. The ingredients for the goo are glucose syrup, inverted sugar syrup, dried egg whites, and flavouring. Did you just say egg white? It's true. Who would have guessed it's actual egg in a cream egg? And using one of the most credible sources online, the Lad Bible, they actually found out that the goo inside is actually made of soft fondant.
The weight of the fondant inside of each cream egg, unsurprisingly, isn't online, but to be fair, I don't know anyone who would need this information. To solve this baking mystery, let's weigh the actual fondant with the bag itself. Alright, so it comes to 14 grams, but hold on, we need to actually account for the weight of the resealable bag on its own. So let's subtract the weight of the empty bag, which is roughly around 2 grams. And there we have it, our fondant roughly weighs around 12 grams. The last step now is to convert the grams to a volume ratio for a single cream egg filling.
To do so, there's a website called Aqua Calculator, which allows you to work out the density and volume of certain liquids. Now for soft fondant, per gram of weight is equated to 1.18 grams per centimeter. Great, so now we have all the bits on their own. All we have to do now is just piece it all together. Firstly, we know that the volume of the egg is around 666.32 cubic centimeters. The next step for us is to work out the volume that the goo of a single Cadbury's Creme egg would take up. We originally worked out the weight of one of these was around 12 grams, and using the Aqua Calculator, the distribution of per gram being 1.18 cubic centimeters, we got the value of 14.16 for the goo inside of one of these eggs. To prevent the cream filling from going everywhere, since we calculated the volume to be completely flush, I reckon we take off a little bit. Let's say about 10%. So we take the 666.32 cubic centimeters, so we've got 0.9 times by that, giving us 599.688 cubic centimeters. Now we're going to take the usable volume with our little squish room, taking that and getting the volume take up of the single egg, which we worked out to be 14.16 cubic centimeters, and giving us 42.32 eggs. But remember, that's the volume of the entire egg. We're going to have to divide this by 2. So doing that as well gives us 21.17 cream eggs. So averaging that up, that gives us around 22 cream eggs. So I'm 8 fewer than Reddit. So I'm right and they're wrong. I told you, Stephen. I told you I was right. That's way too complicated. No. 22 cream eggs is way too many. I'm saying 5 is the right number. What do you mean it's just math? I've literally just proved it to you right here. Okay, that's it. I'm actually going to go and buy 22 cream eggs and prove you wrong.
A single cream egg almost broke my bank. It's almost £1 each now. Since I needed around 30, I decided to head to a wholesale to score a better deal on a bulk box. After an hour of scooping and a minor goo incident, I'm finally getting this egg filled. The fondant got everywhere and everything started to stick together, and my arm started to hurt from the repeated process of scoop, dump, scoop, dump, scoop, dump. When will it end?
I'm actually really proud of this. Look at it compared to like a little mini cream egg. It roughly has 4,430 calories, which is the same amount of calories a male sea lion would need every day, or Chris Bumstead. What are you doing? It's my full cream egg. It's spent the last hour making it, isn't it sick? Yeah. Well, it actually weighs 317 grams. Did you know it actually roughly has 4,430 calories? Steve, are you just watching Twitch and eating crisps again? Yeah. Why doesn't he care? Well, if you actually like the video, you can give it like a little cheeky like and subscribe, because I have enough chocolate to last me like 4 months now. I will be honest, it took 22 and not 21 cream eggs because I was a little bit inefficient while creating this little contraption. Hey, and do something else with that chocolate. Don't be wasteful. Yeah, don't worry, I will. Here, use this. Oh, bloody hell, that's convenient at least. Let's melt the chocolate down by adding some milk and some butter as well. This will make the chocolate more runny so it can fit inside of these molds a lot better. But while I'm doing that, I'm also going to be fitting a bit more peanut butter to add an additional flavour. You're doing well. You should use some M&Ms in there. It'll add a bit of a zing. Oh, cheers for that.
I actually can't believe it. He's actually done something useful for once.
Okay, so now we're going to blitz it. And adding a bit of Himalayan salt won't hurt either. Mwah, perfect. And when you're done, you can dip your cream egg bar inside of the giant Cadbury's Cream Egg Easter egg. Oh, this is great. I'm loving this. This is amazing. And not to forget these chocolate molds as well. Look at this. You can create your own little chocolates from them. Now, excuse me while I finish off my cream egg. Where's my cream egg? Stephen? What? I was hungry. Hey, you know what, by the way? This is really refreshing. What are you doing? That took me an hour, you little...